one other thing I want to talk about. You told me approximately 2/3 of the freight brokers are factoring business, are using factors. That's not the top 3,500. So let's just say the last 22,000 in the longer tail of the business. Those guys are factoring. 2/3.
Yeah, I would say not even the 3,500. It's basically anybody outside of the top 100. For any given one, 2 out of 3 are going to factor. Now, there are some in the lifestyle side that don't factor because they're not moving any freight, and there are some, way up at the top that aren't factoring because they've got bank capital or they're flush with cash over the years, or whatever the situation.
They might be publicly traded.
Yeah, right. And so the 2/3 that do factor, it's pretty common, and it's common because the pay terms for these shippers are all over the place, especially over the last year or so. It's been tough out there to be kind of cash constrained and floating what is an ever slipping set of pay terms. And the carriers are such a large portion of the invoice volume for a freight brokerage, right? So if you're a freight broker out there who's, clipping $2 off of every 10, good for you. You're high performing. But that's still 8 out of 10 dollars that you've got to find and send to somebody else, which is a lot of money to get tied up in a brokerage. And so we tell our clients and prospects, don't wait until you're at the end of your rope, right? Don't wait until you've got payments come due and you don't have the money. Get out in front of this and keep a healthy book and a healthy business. We can help you. What's the term? Keep your hands out of the cookie jar, right? So we can help you make sure that your carriers get paid on time and you're not dipping into it for operational expenses and stuff like that.
Yeah, and again, when we're looking at a difficult market, from what I understand, we're not on the bottom anymore. We're slowly creeping out, but
everybody says that, Joe. Everybody says that. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the money to start raining from the sky. It hasn't happened yet, as far as I can see.
Right, but the reality is, it's still a low margin business. It has got this complicated accounting, unless you're working with denim. And again, when somebody said this on my podcast a year or two ago, and it really resonated with me, which is, if you look at trucking is a low margin business. But if you say the median, here's the median margin, 50% make less, 50% make more. Imagine you're on that lower end of it and you don't even know it because you're not doing the accounting the way you're supposed to do it. And I get it. Probably most small business owners, myself included, don't spend as much time on the accounting as they need to, and they don't recognize which customers they're making money from. It seems like you're making money until you look at the accounting, or look at by the time the accounting is done and the payment and the late payments, and maybe you factor some and you go, I'm working with that guy as a hobby. And I think we all are probably guilty of that. Any small business is guilty of that. And this is why you need to get on top of the accounting. And I think this is why you need a partner who can help you get on top of that and get you some money when you need it.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard. I mean, you're flying blind out there, right? If you're not running the numbers. And so we run some reporting every once in a while. If we've got a client of ours that's, flying too close to the sun, and we'll give them a call and say, hey, in case you haven't seen it, right? Like, keep an eye on some of these spreads, because you might get yourself into a tough spot.